Hey guys, it's Mrs. C here. It is super late, but I wanted to just jump on while my family's in bed and I have a moment to collect my thoughts and take a minute and talk to you guys about homeschooling when you have autoimmune issues or some kind of disease, or even just when you're got a bad cold, any kind of sickness, recovering from surgery, something that lasts for more than a day, and just kind of talk about what that looks like for me and get ideas from you guys, because I definitely don't have it perfected at all yet. So I was diagnosed this summer with rheumatoid arthritis. I had thyroid cancer 3 years ago, and I feel like the rheumatoid arthritis is kind of led from that, but not sure what's caused it. It doesn't run in my family, so I don't really have anybody that I've seen kind of deal with it in their everyday life. So I'm just learning to navigate that myself. Doing a lot of, things for health-wise, just to try to deal with that. But at the same time, I'm also a mom and have kids and have to homeschool. So trying to balance all of that is a little difficult sometimes. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what I've figured out that works for me. And like I said, I'm just starting this journey. So if you guys have ideas or resources that you use that work, I would love to know about those, because I am, like I said, just starting out on the journey, trying to figure out what's the best way to handle it. For those of you who don't really know much about autoimmune issues, they come and go for a lot of people. There's a lot of different ones. Mine specifically affects my joints. So sometimes I will wake up and be super achy, feel like I'm 85 years old. I also have a lot of low energy and tiredness and fatigue with it when it's flared up really bad. A lot of times it's in my feet and in my wrists, so sometimes it's difficult walking around. Or, I've even had times where I'm writing out my board when I'm tutoring, and my, wrists has really been bothering me, so my handwriting looks special. But one of the things that I figured out that works well for me is to make a plan of the 3 most important things for me to get done each day and focus on those, because I tend to get really overwhelmed with everything that I need to get done, that I'm maybe not able to do, or that I want to do, that I don't feel well enough to do. And so having those 3 most important things helps me to just stay focused and not feel super overwhelmed. It's just 3 things that I can do. That's actually a technique that I came up with after I had my daughter. She's my oldest. That I give to a lot of new moms, because it's overwhelming becoming a new mom. And it's overwhelming just when you have a baby in general. Just, you feel like you should be doing all the things you were doing before. So that works really well for me, and it makes you feel like, okay, I've accomplished these things today. This is all I have to get done. If I do these things, I'm making progress. If I have time to do more or energy to do more, I will do more. The other thing that I have that I did that's been working well for me is at the beginning of the year, I sat down in my planner and went through, there's so many matchups with CC material available. So I went through my planner and wrote out all the matchups for science, all the matchups for, Magic School Bus episodes, for the Indescribable book, which is an awesome book. If you guys don't have it, it's full of science devotions. All the matchups for Story of the World, any kind of materials that were outside of the foundations, not something that you have to do, but that just were extras. A lot of, any of the television shows, Netflix series, anything like that. I went through and wrote them all down on my weeks in my planner, so they're all in one place. And that's been really nice, because when I'm not feeling great, I have these lists of resources that I can kind of, turn something on for my kids while I grab a short nap, where I can say, okay, I'm feeling good today. So let's go ahead and read this devotional we haven't been able to read, or let's go ahead and do this extra thing. So that's all right there in one spot. That's been really good because then I'm not having to search around and figure out and go, trying to find something. It's just all right there. That has worked really well. The other thing that I've done is I wouldn't call it a morning basket, mostly because I'm not a morning person, so we don't ever do the basket in the morning. But I do have a basket that I sit on my kitchen counter that I put like our library books in. I've been trying to get to the library every other week. We just go right after CC because I'm already out and that works best. And it's just a good time. My kids are kind of ready to go and look at books and sit and play a computer game or two that they have at the library. But I go and I will get books for that week and the next week that apply to our memory work. And so I put specific books in that basket. We get a bunch of other books too, but I like to put books that apply to the memory work there. So again, it's right there when I need it. I also keep my planner there. I keep our trivium tables there, my flashcards. Man, sorry, it's late. My brain's shutting down. My flashcards there. I keep our science, like nature book that when I have time, I read out of. It's not an everyday thing. I keep our Bible there. We have I can't remember the exact version, but it's like an easy reader version of the Bible that I keep in there. And then I also keep a Pam Barnhill. I bought her Cycle 1 morning time routine book, so I keep that there. I had really good intentions with that, to do that every day. It hasn't happened, but that's okay because it's there. And when I do feel like it, and when I do have time, and when we're able to, it's there and we do it. So I guess the last thing I would say that I've learned so far is to just extend myself a lot of grace, because I have a vision of what I think I should be and what our homeschool should look like, and it doesn't always look like that. And it doesn't even look like half of that some days. But that's okay. I will get there and I will, get a handle on everything, and I will hopefully through diet and some medicines get this under control to where I can be. And so even if I had surgery about a month ago, and that was one of the things, I just did what I could do, and you just keep doing it. It's so easy, I think, to just give up or think I just can't do it at all. And I've definitely found myself struggling with thoughts of, I should just put my kids in public school. They'd be getting, a quality teacher every day, someone who's, feels good, at least acts like they feel good, even if they don't. But someone who's feeling good every day, who's there, that's their job. They're, it's not even that they're educated to do it, just that their health is in a position to do it. But then I also realized that, this is what I'm called to do. It's something that is in my heart. I have a desire to do this. So rather than just giving up completely because I'm not doing it the way that in my mind I'm supposed to be doing it, I adjust and I figure out how it's going to work for me, what I need to do, and how I can make it work. And I think the beautiful thing about that is that my kids are seeing me when I don't feel my best, or they're seeing me when I do feel good, and that regardless of how I'm feeling, I'm giving them what I can. And that just because, sometimes we don't feel great or things aren't the way that we'd like for them to be, we don't give up on them, that we persevere and that we keep working to find a way to accomplish our goals and accomplish our dreams, because really this homeschooling is a dream of mine for my family, for my kids. It's something that I really want to do for them. So, like I said, I don't have this down at all yet. I'm not definitely like not here to tell you, here's the top 5 things you need to do when you have autoimmune issues or when you have chronic illness so that you can homeschool. I'm really wanting to just be an encouragement for those of you who are struggling with that. I am praying for you. I know that it's not easy, but I want you to know that you are not alone. My homeschool day is not perfect. My homeschool year is not perfect. And that while I want it to be better and I'm working and making it better, it's okay that it's not perfect. I trust that God will fill in the gaps and that my kids, you know, they will come out okay. I realize that I went to public school and I got good grades and I learned a lot. My experience wasn't bad, but that didn't all stick, and I didn't learn all the life skills that I need to, that my kids are, hopefully witnessing and seeing and learning now. So anyway, this is kind of starting to ramble now, so I will cut that short, but I just wanted to encourage you guys who are dealing with, struggling, even if you don't have an illness or, are recovering or just going through a hard spot in your life, if you're just not where you want to be in your homeschool year yet, that's okay. You will get there. We just got to keep pushing forward, pressing on towards the goal. I don't think that anybody is a perfect all the time, and that's okay. We don't need perfection. We need presence and perseverance. So hope you guys have an awesome start to your week, and I'll be back on Tuesday with a video, week 12, and then maybe we'll talk some more over the break about good ways to structure our day and to handle things when we're not feeling so great. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.